Hey everyone, Marlana here with Marlana Go Do Be, and we are here at Cove East in California, South Lake Tahoe, California to be exact. And today we are just taking a stroll. Hey everyone! So I just wanted to say hello and put a face to this voice as we take this stroll, but I'm going to turn this around so that you can actually take the stroll with us. And this is a gorgeous area down in Tahoe Keys, and I want to talk to you guys about clearing your head and getting some focus. So let's start with the walk, and I will check in with you whenever we get back. So welcome to Cove East, and this is really close to my house. It's a nice place to just get away. We're going to see some people as we walk through this path, but I really wanted to talk to you today about clearing your head. I do a lot. I'm a motivational trainer, a massage therapist, esthetician, personal trainer, nutrition advisor for sports and exercise. So I do a lot, and everybody is just wondering how I keep in focus and how I keep it all separate and from going crazy. So, you see it. When life gets crazy for me, I like to take a nice walk. I'm not a runner. I don't like to run. I hate running. That whole runner's high thing, not for me. But taking a nice stroll, taking in the atmosphere, the sounds, the sights, the smells, it usually clears my head. But meanwhile, while I'm clearing my head, there's a lot of mental assessment that I'm going through as I'm taking these strolls. And the first part of it is taking the time to breathe. And breathing and getting that oxygen to your brain, taking the time to just cool down, really can make a big difference in what you're doing. So start there, and before you even start your walk, just take a few minutes, close your eyes, take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, and just acknowledge that this time is for you. You're going to take a stroll. So can you take a few breaths with me? Let's just come on over here. What a beautiful place to just take a minute and take a breath in. So if you're out there in Periscope land, I want you to close your eyes for me, and I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. One more time, in through your nose and out through your mouth. I want you to think about being open and opening your mind to the possibilities, opening your mind to clearing your mind. You have to acknowledge that this is what this stroll is all about. Or if the stroll is about finding some focus or getting organized, whatever your focus is on this trip, as you're breathing, take that in and be open to exploring every avenue. Has everybody taken a few breaths with me? Wonderful. Okay, so let's continue on this stroll. The next thing that I do when I'm clearing my mind is, like for me right now, Go Do Be has made some amazing strides in the last few days, and there's so many great things happening. We're going to be starting to write and blog for Tahoe Ski Bum again, and we're going to be doing some TV spots, so you're going to be seeing us on TV, and you actually will probably get to be a part of that here on Periscope Land. We're also going to be in a book. One of our adventures is actually going to be in a book, and that'll be coming out in June. And we are going to be starting retreats here in Tahoe, which is super amazing. So how would you like to come here to Tahoe for a retreat and an adventure with GoDoBe? Massages and facials and adventures and workouts. So there's just a lot going on, and I've got to take that time to organize everything in my head. And for some people, they do lists and they do paper, and that is perfectly okay. For me, I look at my brain as a filing cabinet. And sometimes mentally, I have to compartmentalize all of that. So visualization is key, but mentally you just need to check it off and put it in this compartment that, okay, I'm done with that and I need to move on. And when you mentally note things or you visualize them, your subconscious realizes it, and it's like, okay, let's move on. So by doing that, you can sort of put it to the side of your brain and not think about it, and that clears your mind. It gives you some time to focus on the things that you want to be focusing on. So that is a big step. Just being aware that you're doing that and putting that into practice. It's a great thing to practice when you're out on these strolls, and just quieting. Don't be afraid to talk to yourself, and stop and take in some views. It's a gorgeous little meadow. Once again, we are in Cove East, here in South Lake Tahoe, California, and we just went past the Tahoe Keys Marina, so there's some water over there. If you're just tuning in, we took a few minutes to take a few breaths, and then we just went over visualization and getting out there visually, putting things in compartments or filing cabinets in your brain so that you can put them away and be done with them. Also, your mental lists. Deciding whether you are done with something or whether there's still something holding you back or keeping it in your brain. Have you finished it? Have you completed it? A lot of the times you won't forget about something, or you won't be able to let it go until you actively complete it. So if there's just one small thing that you need to tie up, or an email that needs to go out, or make that closure, and put into practice that, okay, this is done. I've completed this, and move it out. This could sound like a lot to some people, and sound like a lot of thinking. But once you start doing it, it becomes second nature. Imagine all of your to-do lists on your board, or even on your phone. When you get into practice of doing that, you just automatically do that. It becomes second nature. Well, it's the same thing about doing it in your head. It all becomes second nature. How do you decompress? Anybody have any thoughts? Or are you just enjoying the sights? Just enjoying the sights? Yes. I understand that one. Okay, so finally, after a nice little stroll, you normally, you've had a lot of time to think, a lot of time to just take in everything, and you've completed some items, you've figured out some things that you still want to complete and take care of, and then you've decided, okay, now I'm raring to go. And while you're doing all of this, you will get inspired and you will get motivated, because you'll be like, oh my gosh, I could be doing this. Oh my gosh, I could be doing that. So you've now set into motion the wheels to get you on the path to getting things done in your life. And although you're going to want to just stop what you're doing and go do it, you do have to take that time to be like, okay, no, this is my me time. This is my stroll time. I need to complete it. So do not stop your journey when you figure out that, oh my gosh, I should be doing all of this. This is about you. So when you get to that anxious state, stop again, take some breaths, refocus, and figure out, refocus, calm yourself down, open up your mind to clearing out that space. And you may have to do this 2 or 3 times throughout your stroll. But you will find that just that process will help you to clear things up, to gain momentum, re-inspire you to get back out there. And that's my process. I hope you enjoyed this little stroll with us and a little insight into how I clear my mind and how I get focused. Just try it. And what's the worst that can happen? You could not like it, but I'm going to tell you, try it more than once, because once again, you have to make it second nature. Otherwise, it feels like work. But once you start doing it, you would be amazed at how helpful it is, and you'll start doing it throughout the day, not just when you're on strolls. You'll just start doing it. So I'm going to give you one more 360 view of Cove East and this wonderful trail here where I clear my head, and then we'll be off to see you next time on our next Go Do Be adventure. Beautiful, isn't it? That is Cove East in South Lake Tahoe, California. I will see you on our next Go Do Be adventure, and be looking out for details on our new Go Do Be adventure retreats here in Tahoe, California. Until next time.